For decades, the critics, the Pentagon planners, and the modern military establishment said its time was up. They argued that an airplane designed in the 1970s, built around a giant rotary cannon, was a relic of a bygone era. They claimed it was too slow, too low-tech, and completely defenseless against modern anti-aircraft systems. Year after year, the United States Air Force scheduled its funeral, pushing for a full retirement timeline to clear the way for stealth fighters like the F-35. But the battlefield has a brutal way of tearing up paper plans, and in 2026, the ultimate survivor of aviation history didn't just refuse to die, it underwent a mechanical resurrection so radical that it has completely turned the concept of modern air combat upside down. Meet the newly upgraded Super A-10 Warthog, a heavily modernized flying fortress that is currently rewriting the rules of engagement in the world's most dangerous flashpoints. To truly understand the absolute madness of this development, you have to look at what has been happening in global conflict zones over the last year. Modern air warfare had seemingly transitioned entirely to stealth, long-range hypersonic missiles, and high-altitude drone operations. Military strategists assumed that low and slow close air support was suicidal. However, recent operations, particularly Operation Epic Fury in the Middle East and rising maritime tensions in the Strait of Hormuz, revealed a critical vulnerability in America's high-tech arsenal. Enemies began deploying vast swarms of cheap, low-cost attack drones and agile, maneuvering small boats to overwhelm advanced air defenses. When a hostile force launches a wave of $2,000 drones, firing a $3 million Patriot or SM-6 missile to intercept each one is a quick path to economic bankruptcy. The Pentagon realized it was losing the cost-per-kill math. They needed a rugged, high-capacity platform that could stay over the battlefield for hours and eliminate hundreds of targets without running out of ammunition or breaking the bank. Enter the Super A-10 rebuild. Instead of letting the remaining fleet rot in the desert, a massive modernization push has completely transformed the Warthog into a high-tech node of a digital network. The core of this revolution is a complete overhaul of the aircraft's nervous system. The cockpit has been retrofitted with the common Avionics architecture system, introducing advanced moving digital map displays and high-resolution multifunction screens that feed real-time battlefield data directly to the pilot. Furthermore, the integration of Link 16 data sharing suites allows the Super A-10 to act as a command and control asset, exchanging targeting data instantly with ground forces, naval destroyers, and overhead stealth fighters. The pilot is no longer just looking through a canopy. They are wearing a high-tech helmet that displays live targeting video and syncs seamlessly with upgraded laser designator pods. But a digital brain is nothing without muscle, and the weapon upgrades applied to the Super A-10 are terrifying. While the legendary 30mm GAU-8 Avenger rotary cannon remains the undisputed backbone of the aircraft, its precision has been multiplied. The aircraft now fully integrates the small-diameter bomb configuration, allowing a single Warthog to carry up to 16 precision-guided, standoff weapons that can destroy multiple independent targets from miles away. For maritime hunting, the air-to-ground Maverick missiles have been upgraded with cutting-edge laser seekers and new software patches specifically programmed to track and destroy fast-moving, swarming small boats on the water. With an ordnance capacity of 16,000 pounds spread across 11 underwing and fuselage pylons, a single Super A-10 can carry a mix of GPS-guided dams, laser-guided rockets, and air-to-air Sidewinder missiles, making it an absolute multi-mission monster. What makes this transformation truly revolutionary is how the Warthog solves the drone swarm crisis. In recent simulated and real-world engagements, the Super A-10 has been utilized as the ultimate drone killer. Because it can fly comfortably at low altitudes and slow speeds, its pilots can visually and electronically track low-flying uncrewed aerial vehicles that fly too low for high-altitude stealth jets to intercept. The cost-per-kill math has completely flipped. Instead of wasting multi-million-dollar missiles, the Super A-10 can sweep through a drone swarm, utilizing its massive ammunition drum to rip apart hostile targets with short, controlled bursts from its cannon, costing just a fraction of the price. It is the only platform in the entire American inventory where the economic balance of defense favors the defender against a saturation attack. This incredible utility is exactly why the United States Air Force made a historic, sudden policy reversal. In a move that completely shocked the defense industry, the Air Force confirmed that it is keeping 3 entire squadrons of A-10 Warthogs fully operational through at least 2030, preserving a core fleet of 54 combat-ready airframes.
Officials openly admitted that retiring the platform on the original timeline would create an unacceptable gap in combat power that the current defense industrial base simply cannot replicate or replace fast enough.
These retained aircraft are receiving the longest serviceable life treatment, including structurally reinforced wings built under the Enhanced Wing Assembly Program, guaranteeing the airframes can withstand aggressive, high-G combat maneuvers well into the next decade. The physical survivability of the Warthog remains completely unmatched by any modern fifth-generation fighter. The aircraft was engineered from day one to survive the kind of catastrophic ground fire that would tear an F-35 or an F-16 to pieces. The pilot sits encased in a 1,200-pound titanium armor bathtub capable of deflecting direct hits from 23mm explosive shells. The dual General Electric TF-34 engines are mounted high and wide on the rear of the fuselage, a design choice that shields them from the ground's line of sight, drastically reducing the aircraft's infrared heat signature and protecting them from shoulder-fired surface-to-air missiles. The structural redundancy is legendary. The plane has dual redundant hydraulic flight systems backed up by a mechanical cable backup system. If the electronics fail, if the digital displays go dark, and if the hydraulics are completely severed, a human pilot can still manually fly the aircraft, aim the 30mm cannon with their bare eyes, drop unguided bombs, and bring the battered machine back to base. This legendary durability was proven yet again during recent tense search and rescue operations in volatile coastal waters, where A-10s flew low through hostile air defense envelopes to locate and protect down Allied airmen, hunting down coastal threats and small enemy skiffs with absolute precision. The plane excels in permissive and semi-permissive environments, stepping in the moment basic air superiority is established to provide an unrelenting, terrifying canopy of protective firepower over friendly forces. For soldiers, Marines, and special operators on the ground, the deep, bone-shaking scream of the Warthog's gun is the ultimate insurance policy. Ultimately, the Super A-10 represents a profound shift in how modern militaries view the future of warfare. It is a stark reminder that high technology and stealth are not a cure-all for every tactical problem. True innovation doesn't always mean building a multi-billion-dollar project from scratch. Sometimes, it means taking a battle-hardened, indestructible tank of the skies and giving it the digital eyes and ears to fight in the modern arena. The Warthog has looked retirement in the face multiple times over its 50-year history, and every single time, it has found a way back to the front lines. The 2026 upgrade proves that this flying monster isn't just a piece of military history, it is the future of low-altitude dominance. The ghost of the battlefield is real, it is completely modernized, and it is ready to rain fire on anyone foolish enough to underestimate it.